There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in, live and large, in the flesh. We're going to be having a little run through this record tonight, people. Human Equals Garbage, the 94 release by Dystopia. From what I'm aware, the debut LP by the band. I have no doubt that they put out demos, EPs potentially prior to this. Maybe even a cheeky little, what do you call them, little split every once in a while. I don't know. I don't know much about this record. I don't know much about this band. I don't know much about Crust and Crust adjacent acts in general. It was never my scene, but I'm looking forward to jump into this because I do know that there is a cult following of this band, and they've put out 3 LPs. So given that you're interested in me checking out more after this, please let me know and we'll go through essentially the discography, the LP discography at least. Alright, one thing that put me off of checking this out a little bit sooner is that we do have some long songs on here, at least relative to punk rock music. I mean, we are averaging out at, let's call it 4 minutes 30 across the board per song. The last song is 27 minutes 33 seconds, which I find ridiculous. So I don't know if it's going to be a secret track of such at the end of a long break, or some sort of drone piece. I don't know what to expect. So I guess this is going to be quite an interesting listen. I have heard the first song on this record before, Stress Bill's Character, and through that song I do know that we are going to be getting into an interesting and mature record as far as punk rock is concerned. So that's going to be really exciting. Without further ado, we are just going to jump straight into it. So let's see what the deal is. This isn't going to be a first time reaction on this one song, but I haven't heard it in the best part of a few years. Last time I heard this, I was on a train in London, performing at open mic nights, doing a little bit of singer-songwriter, and yeah, I was drinking tinnies on the London trains, London Undergrounds and so forth, and this is one of the tunes I had on at one point in between that and what else? Bloody hell. A lot of Carole King as well. Yeah, a lot of folk music aside from this. Let's go. So, just judging by this one track, I know I've got more in store than just a crusty, D-beat laden, 3-chord band. I've definitely got plenty of advertisements for 32 Red Casino, which is all the best. Let's go. Who's profiting off of that? Have we got credits in the description? Licenses. The Orchard on behalf of Tank Crimes and 2 music rights societies. Who are Tank Crimes? On a side note, Dystopia got one of the coolest logos going, don't you think? It's the ultimate crusty whinge, innit? There's one line from this tune that me and my mate crack up at because it's a great line and it's full of characters. Life's been swell. Now I want to die. It's the first line when it kicks in, and it's a great line. I like it. I just like the contrast between the life's been swell bit, like quite upbeat, and the use of words is. I don't know. I'm not gonna go into too depth. It's not as deep as it is. I like it. Shout out to all the unwashed out there. I say no thoughts, no left, no praise. You don't care, you don't love me. I only love myself. No one will love me like I love me. A fantastic switch of dynamic there through the intensity of the vocal back into the drone and just repetitive value of that bass guitar. Got a good production value. The vocals are absolutely fantastic, aren't they? Them high register, almost grim shrieks, man. Absolutely fantastic. Double kick kicked in. Very unique riff as well, you know. We've got a lot of outsider influence as opposed to your traditional 3-chord D beat in and out, you know. Even the vocal phrasing is different, separate from what I would associate with this particular style of music. I don't know what bands this act is influenced by, cause I'm not. This is very new to me as far as punk rock sound is concerned. So let me know. Let's have a little dig at the commentation here. Is that a real word? I'm trying to sound smarter than I am. I don't know what, mate. When I'm in an unbelievably bad mood, like I am right now, nothing helps out as much as listening to this band. 7 replies. Crust punk builds moral. Heroin works good too. I'll tell you what, you're not going to change the world by being scum. There's a bit of a, you know, I'm not gonna get into punk rock politics, but you know, unless you're rebelling with, hypothetically, unless you're rebelling with something explosive, I don't think you're really going to make a change through music. No one did it like Dystopia. I remember seeing them play in a little effing shed in some apartment complex. Amazing, emotional, glad to hear it again. Dystopia is a timeless band. This song still gives me goosebumps to this day. Most relatable song I've ever heard. Here's a line. The toilet's clogged in this world of shit. Yes, now. There's a lot of different tones as of so far as well, like on the guitars and now on the bass guitar. Couple of pedals coming in and out, adding a little bit of distortion here and there. I mean, what the heck is the effect on the guitar? Is it a flange or something? Is it chorus? I don't know. I'm not a gearhead. In relation to what I said earlier about making a change in crust punk association, it's not that I don't think that, you know, the politicking and the moral and ethic and so forth that's promoted through the music and the scene is a bad thing. I just think, like somebody says, in regard, I think half of it's for show. You know what I mean? Like talking about heroin and stuff like that. You're not gonna change nothing by being scum of the earth, by being unwashed and squatting places. For the most part, you're not going to change out. There needs to be real action taken, right? I say that because I'm in a community adjacent to the crusties, and I don't see much from them, to be honest. How many vocalists do we have in the band? Is there two, or is it just the one doing the highs and the lows? I like the high shrieks most personally. I think they resonate a little better. The lows are cool, don't get me wrong, but when he comes in on that high shriek, absolutely fantastic. The drum sound as well, the sound engineering on the drum, if not the timbre of the snare in particular, is very cool. I like that as well, just very dried out, and it's very hardcore. Like the pop of that snare, if that's the right term to use, at least the tone of the snare being hit. It's like a beat down hardcore. But then again, this was put out in '94. It's like a very 90s sound, I'd say. You know, it's that snare sounds like something that'd be on a 90s metalcore record, in my opinion. We got Hands That Mold. Now we're going to get into the tunes I'm unfamiliar with, which is going to be good. Now we're entering the real zone, all right? So let's keep moving.